Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you this really simple newsletter in Word. So let's open a new document. So the first thing you need to do is to insert the images that you want, because we need to look at the colours within those images to create the rest of the newsletter so we can make it nice and cohesive. So go to Insert, Pictures, click on the drop down and select Pictures from File. Go to your files and select your pictures. You can actually insert more than one at once. Just select your image, then go down and find your next images, and then hold down the Command or Control key and click on those images and click Insert. Now when they're inserted, you won't be able to move them. So each individual one you'll have to select, go to Wrap Text, and you can select any of these, but I'm going to select in front of text, then just reduce the size of it, do it to the next one, reduce the size, move it, and then do it to the final one. Okay, we're just going to move these out of the way, and you obviously want to select the one for the main image. So this one here, I'm going to select, and I want it to stretch right across my page. But in doing so, it's taking up quite a lot of height in my entire page. So what I want to do is just crop this image. The way to do that is to select it, go to Picture Format, go to Crop, click on the drop down and select Crop. And now you can see we've got these black markers around the outside. Just click on the bottom one and you can reduce the size of it this way. And you can also do the same at the top. Then just press Enter and you've cropped your image, and we can just move that down. Next, I'm just going to move these images to the side here, and what we need to do is to make these images the same width. So first of all, you need to decide the width that you want of the top one. Once you've done that, go to Picture Format and go across to Height and Width. Now make sure this one's selected. Go to width and you can see it's 7.92. Let's just round that up or down, 7.9. Then let's click on this one. Make sure this tick box is checked. And then again, 7.9 and press Enter. And they will be exactly the same width. Then if you want to align them, click on both of them by holding down the Command or Control key. Select both. Go to Align, Align to Center, and they'll be perfectly lined up. And then you can move them up or down with your arrow keys if you choose to do so. But you can come back at the end and make final adjustments to those. So next, let's get our text boxes in. So go to Insert, Text Box, Draw Text Box, click and draw out the text box. Then click inside and insert your text. To customize this text, I'm just going to highlight it, go to the Home tab. I'm going to change this font to this one here and then increase the size of it. I'm actually going to go to this icon here, change it to uppercase, and then increase the size. Now just to add a little bit of interest, I'm going to leave a space between each character. I'm just going to click on this one and just to ignore that spell check there. And then I'm going to change the colour of this box, and in order to do that, just select it, go to Shape Format and go to Shape Fill. You can pick any colour you like, or to make things more cohesive, go to More Fill Colours. You've got your colour wheel here and you can move this little circle around. The idea being is to match one of the colours in your images. So you can move it round and try and match those colours, and the final colour will appear here. Alternatively, if you're lucky enough to have this eyedropper tool, you can simply move it over any of your image and just click, and you can see that will show the colour in this square. And once you're happy, you just click OK. So once again, I'm just going to quickly go and change the colour to the one I had before, which was this colour, because I've moved it around to that colour. And then we can move this over to make sure it is exactly between the edges of my page. And then I can go to the Home tab and make sure that text is centered, so it's now in the middle of the page. But you can see my margin at the top here isn't very big, so you can put your cursor at the end here and then just press the return key. But you can see it drops quite a lot. But then if I put my cursor here, you can see the text is quite big. So I can go to decrease font size, and as you can see, as I do that, the text will move up because I'm creating a much smaller space. So I'm happy to use that technique and just move that to the top. If I deselect, you'll see we've got this black border line that runs around the outside of this box. So I'm going to get rid of that. So select it, go to shape format, go to the outline tool and select no outline, deselect, and you can see that that's now gone. Now we're just going to copy and paste this text box. The easiest way that I do that is to select it, hold down the Alt or Option key, click and drag, and you can see we've now got a new text box. So with this one, I'm just going to change the text. So I'm going to paste in some text, but just to show you, this text here, go to the Home tab, is Helivector, and it's 20 points for font size. And this text here is also Helivector, but it's 28 and it's bold. So once again, that's all in the middle. I'm just going to drag this bottom bit down here, and then I'm going to go to shape format, shape fill, and select white. And let's zoom out, see how that all looks. Now ideally I want this title to be a little bit bigger, so I'm actually going to select it, click on the drop down, and we'll go to 48. And then we can just make a slight adjustment if we want to. Pull that down, move this down, and then at the top here we can just make another adjustment. Just reduce that font size again to make that gap a bit smaller, and then we can just move that down so it's now lined up. So to pop the text in down here, yet again, I'm going to borrow this text box or copy and paste it. So again, hold down the Alt or Option key, click and drag, and then just move this one over. As you can see, it's altering the top one. So I'm going to go back a couple of steps, Command or Control Z, deselect, because I've obviously selected this one as well. So I'm going to reselect this one. We're just going to move it over so that it fits nicely in this space. I'm going to select all of this text and then paste in my alternative text, which is this one here. And again, we can move this around to suit our space. So ideally what you're going to do is line up this text with the top of this image here, and then use your arrow key to just move the text across. You can then move the text in or out, depending on how much of a margin you want. I quite like the idea of the text lining up with the bottom here. So just so you're aware, this title text here is this font here, font size 18, and it's bold. And the main text is the same font, font size 12, and this is exactly the same at the bottom. So let's just zoom out to see if we're happy with that. Perfect. And then at the bottom here, we're going to add a little logo and our website. So once again, we can use a text box, copy and paste it, deselect them both, reselect this one. And then I'm just going to select everything by clicking and dragging across the whole text. Then I'm just going to paste in the website and move it down. Now you can notice because we've copied and pasted all of these text boxes, we've still got this gap at the top here. Now I'm just going to get rid of that. So I'm going to just use the return key and then go back up and center that text. And then we can move it down and move it across to here. So to insert your logo, you can go to Insert, Pictures, Picture from File, and select your logo and click Insert. This time though, I'm going to use an icon. And over here, I'm just going to put in food. And I'm going to scroll down, find this one here, click Insert. So you can see here when I've inserted that icon, it's gone behind all of my graphics. So once it's selected, go to Graphics Fill, Wrap Text in front of text, which is exactly what you'd need to do if you inserted an image. Then we're just going to move it down the page. Just going to resize it so it fits nicely alongside my website name here. You can choose to do it exactly how you want. What I am going to do though is select them both by holding down the Command or Control key. Select them both. Go to Graphics Format, go to Group and select Group. Now that's all grouped together. And what we can do with this one is go to Align to Center. Make sure that's all perfectly lined up with the rest of our newsletter. Now, if you're happy that these are all lined up perfectly together and you want the freedom to move them around, you can group them together. Hold down that Command or Control key and select everything. Go to Shape Format, Group and select Group. Now I can move that up and down so that I can nudge everything just up and down a little bit to give us a little bit more space at the bottom. So once you're finished, you might want to save this as a template to be used over and over again, just changing the text and maybe some of the images, but keeping a lot of the other ancillary stuff that you've put in. So go to File and go to Save as Template. Make sure you saved it in the Templates file. And then down here, make sure it's saved into Microsoft Word template and then click Save. Alternatively, you can go to File, Save As, and then you can go down here and you can save it as a PDF or a Word document. Now, if you want a copy of this because you really can't be bothered to do it yourself, then I will leave a link in the description below for where you can download this newsletter. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe and have a great day.